people. Someone said what sort of stuff do you use when you're drawing? And to be honest, I don't use a lot of stuff. But what I use for all the colours and stuff is, just grab around a handful, I use Posca paint pens. Like, these are really, really good. Like, if you use anything else, like felt tips or even Sharpies, people use a lot of Sharpies. I think they're shit, or they're shit compared to these anyway. These are really nice, and what you get when you use these is just those nice looking solid blocks of colour. So usually you get a good old, do that a few times, and then that just gets it like running, because inside is just like quick drying acrylic paint. And when it dries, as you're using them, sometimes you get these like little hairy bits. I don't really know what you call them. I think it just comes from the nib itself. You get these like little flaky crumbs or whatever. When it dries, you can just brush those off. Like the first time I started using these, I thought, oh, these are shit. Like, how come everyone's rating these are rubbish? But when they dry, they just dry into solid blocks of colour, and it looks like, you know, you drew it on Microsoft Paint. They're really, really good. Right, so pens, when I'm doing all the line work stuff, I use what everyone uses when I'm doing like really thin details, which is these Micron pens. They come in a little plastic wallet, you get loads of them, and they're just really good, and that's why everyone uses them. They're a good deep dark black, they don't dry into that like silvery metallic blue colour that you sometimes get with ink pens. That's why everyone uses them, because they're really, really good. But then for the thicker line work, I use Tombow, whatever that says, brush pens, how do you say, calligraphy pens, and they're just really good. There you go, that's what they look like. Get them on Amazon, I think they're about £12, you get 2 in a packet, thin one and a thick one. And I've just used the thick one a lot, because you can get a decent amount of lines, a decent variation of different lines like that. And you hold it to one side, you get the thicker bits, which is just really nice. So let's just say I'm doing, it just makes things easier, because it's shit sometimes when you have to keep swapping your pens around. You can just do it all with one pen, it's ideal. So there you go, there's some lumpy bumpy grossness, let's just say that's on the side of something. And then using the same pen, just little taps here and there with the very tip. You get all this nice, I don't know what I'm saying. Again, I always stop talking when I'm drawing. But yeah, you can see for yourself. So there you go. You get a lot of variation of different line work from one pen, and the cheap, and you get 2 in a packet. The thinner one for if you want to do really thin work. Oh, the paper I use. Here we go. So I don't know what GSM means, but this is seen between my finger and thumb. 400 GSM white Bristol board is what it's called. Yeah, nice and thick, good sturdy bit of board. And as you can see, the all this doesn't seep through or anything, because it's just a nice thick piece of card. What else? I've also got this ruler, which is like the ruler equivalent of that phone from the Matrix that everyone wanted, which I actually had that Motorola with the flip down cover. This was actually used in the Matrix as well, this ruler. Do you remember the bit where Neo needs to learn how to draw a straight line? He says, how do I draw a straight line? And Morpheus goes, here, use my ruler. Like that, and Neo goes, oh, cheers, I can draw a straight line now. And he draws a straight line, and then Morpheus goes, can I have that back? And he goes, yeah, just, there you are. Neo sort of goes like that, didn't he? Morpheus goes, you don't do it like that, you do it like that. And then Morpheus kind of kicks it, puts it back in his pocket. It's a really pointless scene. I think they cut it out of the film, actually, to be honest. But as for other stuff, rubbers, just a bog standard school rubber. You know that textured school chair, this plastic chairs. They've always got that grainy texture to them. If you rub your dirty side of the rubber on those chairs, cleans it perfectly, comes up really nice and white, takes that right off. Sort of rubbish you don't want to fucking use, and I haven't got one, but because I definitely don't ever want to use one ever again. Absolute rubbish. This is just blue tack for putting up pictures with, but it looks like this. It's that putty rubber that you get from an art shop. And if you're getting into artwork and drawing and stuff, everyone always thinks that, oh, a putty rubber, oh, that must be like a real rubber, if that's what all the artists use. They're fucking terrible. They're really, really bad. I sketched out a whole picture once, and then I was like, well, I need to get rid of the mistakes now. And all I had was this putty rubber. Rubbed it all over the paper, and it just doesn't even rub out the line work. It just smears it everywhere, and you just end up like, oh, just shit. Don't ever get a putty rubber. Stick to your classic school rubber. That's a bug in a piece of plastic. I'll put that over there, make sure it's keeping an eye on me. Oh, I do have a Sharpie, even though I was slagging them off. I mean, that's not even good for anything. That's, again, it dries to that horrible metallic blue that you see. And they look streaky, even though it's black, it still manages to look like Sharpie. Fucking shit, don't use Sharpies. That's pretty much it. That's what I use. You've got Posca paint pens, creme de la creme, they're really good. Solid blocks of colour, looks like you drew it on Microsoft Paint. Absolutely what you want. And then those for various line work. Okay. Alright, cheers guys, hopefully that helped someone. I reckon if you go get that stuff, you'll probably have an easier time. Thanks for watching, whatever, see you later.